Alrighty. So the reason I'm making this video, this is a stretching video. It's for those people that have hip tightness, that want some hip relief, lower back pain, sciatic issues, sciatica, anything involving the lumbopelvic region. So everything from pretty much the hip bone all the way down into the bottom of the glute. This whole area, lumbar spine, low back here. So everything we're going to be doing today for this video, it's going to be a stretching video, and I'm going to have a series of videos that I want to make for y'all. So this video, you'll be able to follow it. I recommend people follow it 4 days a week on 9 consecutive days. For example, you could do it on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and then you could do it on the weekends. And then I'm also going to have another video series of glute and lumbopelvic hip activation exercises. So workouts that are not meant to get you super tired, but just to teach your body how to turn the muscles on again. So they're meant to help you feel good, get more strength, more relief all around the pelvis, the hips, glutes, and hamstring connection as well. So what we're going to start first with is pretty much to understand what the prescription is. What we're doing is 3 sets per exercise and 30-second stretches per exercise. I'm actually going to do the exercises here myself. That way you can see me time them in real time. You can also see me demonstrate them as well. Okay. The first one we're going to go with is going to be our seated hamstring stretch. You can do this on a chair at home, the bench, if you have one, or also the edge of the couch. So what we want to do, we're going to have one leg out. Make sure the leg is straight, and we do want to flex that quad. The muscle in the front is the quadricep. We want to flex this. Squeezing this muscle here allows for the opposite muscle on the back, which is the hamstring. It allows that muscle to stretch more. Okay. Now, also another thing I want y'all to pay attention to is as we tilt, we're going to be here, we're going to tilt our body forward. We want to make sure that we're not doing this. We don't want to round the back. That's what's causing a lot of stress towards the low back and spine. We do want to make sure the body is upright. So we have good upright posture here. Tilt forward. Once you feel the stretch. And now I'm going to hold here for 30 seconds. You can go here. This allows you to make sure that you feel your posture upright. And I feel that hamstring stretching. Another thing we want to do, in order for stretching to work, we have to have relaxed breathing. If we're holding our breath, the muscle's not going to let go. Relaxed breathing here. So big, deep breaths in the nose. From the mouth. We're going to switch legs. Timer just went off. Same thing. Start the timer. Flex the quad. Upright posture and tilt. You don't want to hold the arms up because your shoulders are getting tired. You're going to rest the arms here as long as we're sitting upright. All right, we're going to switch legs. Second set. Flex the quad, and let's go. A big thing to remember, and I'll repeat it a few times throughout this video, is make sure you're relaxed and breathing. You should be able to feel the stretch. The stretch shouldn't be so tight that you have to hold your breath. It should feel like it's a tight rubber band, slowly starting to give a little slack, slowly starting to let go. Switch sides. And also, this is stretching day. This is relief day. Not all of our workouts have to bang our body up, beat us up. We do want to give our body some TLC. So Same thing with the vehicle, you know, you don't just beat it up all the time. You got to give it its maintenance and its rest. We want to do the same for the body, especially if you're one of those people that has high stress jobs. Switch sides. High stress jobs, you high stress work, if it has to do with manual labor, walking a lot, even sitting a lot can cause a lot of stress. Causes the hip flexors to get real tight. We're going to review that stretch next. We just want to get the hamstrings, like I already feel. I can go, yeah, good amount. If you play back the video, I wasn't this slow on the first set for sure. Couldn't feel it loosen. Sides. This left one's a little tighter than the right. It's another thing I want you to pay attention to as well. Being mindful, really being present, paying attention to what you feel. You know, one leg might feel tight in the other. My left hamstring feels tighter than the right. This is the hamstring I injured a couple years back. So being mindful, some muscles, some sides of the body tend to have a little more stress than others. All right, those 3 sets. Our next exercise is going to be our standing hip flexor stretch. This one here, I'm gonna go ahead and stand right here. You can see me. So, see back a little bit. All righty. So what we're gonna do is the bottom leg, little bend in the knee. We wanna flex that glute. When the glute is activated, it allows the hip flexor, the psoas muscle, to release. This muscle is chronically tight and compressed for people that sit down a lot, AKA majority of America. So this also is one of the main reasons for low back pain. By us releasing this, it's allowing the hips to relax, which allows the lumbar spine to relax as well. Because instead of the leg can move freely instead of the body having to move like this because it's so wound up. So we're going to squeeze that glute. Then I'm going to shift my weight forward just a little bit. Squeezing the glute, and I feel it stretching in here. And I'll hold 30 seconds. The weight in the bottom foot, try to keep most of the weight in the heel. Try not to be on the toe. If you're on the heel, you'll notice you can activate that glute a lot better. And hold here. Switch sides. Same thing, pay attention. Yeah, for sure, this left side is way tighter. Like I said, this is the side I injured my hamstring, and the hamstring connects to the glute. So you can even hear it in my breathing. I'm having to really focus and contract on the side. You may have a side like that. On those sides, you just want to try to be as present as you can. Focus on what you're doing. Don't think about what you have to do after this. Just be here. Switch sides. Same thing. Squeeze the glute. Shift forward. This is a little bit of time you can take out of your day, take care of yourself. Big believer in needing wind down time or putting time in the schedule to help decompress the body, decompress the mind. Exercise does that. Switch sides. Last set. And reminder for this set, for this workout, it's only going to be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's only going to be 4 stretches, 30 seconds each. 30 seconds per side. It should take you less than 15 minutes. Let's go this way a little bit. Should take less than 15 minutes. These days, on these light days, if you're training with me, that works out good because you have something that's decompressing your body before you start beating it up, or vice versa. You have something to help decompress your body after we just beat you up. The workouts we do together are intense, are tough workouts. So being able to have workouts to help recover and relieve your body are going to help aid in your performance in the future as well. Because you can only progress as much as you can recover. So if we're recovering well, we'll progress well. So on these days, like I said, it'll take you 15 minutes or less. You know, if you're not training with me, this is a good day to go get some cardio in, go for a nice long walk. All right. Our next one is going to be this one here. I showed a couple different versions. I'll go ahead and show the kneeling one. So now this one here, you do want to have a pad down. Make sure you don't hurt your knee. So I'm gonna have my back leg locked in on the bench, or it can be on a couch, chair, bottom knee here. Let me actually start with the opposite leg so you can see. And we're gonna hold here. So here, what the bench is doing, it's pinning my foot up against my hip, right against my glute. So now this can't move anywhere. Now my quad is stretching. Same thing, tuck the pelvis under, squeeze the right glute. Doing that, you'll feel an even deeper stretch in the front of the quad. We're gonna hold here for 30 seconds. We're gonna switch sides. Same thing and hold. So this stretch routine, I know I mentioned I recommend you if you're having hip or lower back issues. This is the reason why I sent you this video. If you can do this 4 days a week, you know, on the weekends, most people don't train with me on the weekends, but find your 4 days wherever you can fit it in. It could be on a weight training day, it could be on a cardio day, it could be on a recovery day. But just getting it in will help, like I said, relieve the body. Switch sides. And all of these videos I'm doing them specifically for y'all, for clients. Something I've been wanting to do for a couple years now, but you know, now I'm actually having a little more time to be able to do it. So I have a lot of knowledge and experience up here. Doing these videos is what's helping me give you the most from the services, you know, that you're paying for, not just the training sessions, but more knowledge, more routines, things you can do, more education. So yeah, this routine, we want to follow this one. Like I was saying, 4 days a week. I know I'm talking a lot, but it helps kind of fill up the stretching time. That way you're not just listening to silence, you're actually learning a little bit while we do this here together. So I want you to do these 4 days a week. And for this stretching program, this stretching plan will normally only last anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks. So if I send you another video, we're gonna switch sides. If I send you a more advanced video, that means that I feel like you're ready to take it to the next level. Everything we're doing in these first videos, these are level 1 videos. And our videos go from level 1 all the way up to level 5. Most people don't need to go to level 5. That's more dynamic flexibility. For example, someone doing a split while jumping, like a gymnast. Most people don't need to do that. Most of us, we're only going to need to go to level 3. And switch legs again. So in the video series, you have something to look forward to. You have something to progress towards. Now, we do want to make sure we're doing these stretches and this homework because this is what's getting you ready for the next phase. If you're doing this only once a week, maybe twice a week, you may feel some relief, but that 3 to 4 times a week that's where the money's at. That's where you get the more bang for your buck. And it's only 15 minutes. So 15 minutes, 4 days a week, it's really only 60 minutes out of your week to help your body release and relax and be able to start functioning properly. Our last stretch here. This one here is going to be our lying piriformis stretch. So we're going to be laying on the ground. And we're stretching the muscle that's deep inside the hip near the glute. The way you do that, we're going to be lying on our back here. I'm going to lift one leg up, that way you can see it here. I'm going to reach my hands through. I'm going to go for 30 seconds. Reach my hands through and leg back. What you can do too is the arm that's closest to the bent knee, you can use that arm to kind of push that knee out a little more. You should feel it stretching right in the glute of the bent leg. Try to sit upright, try not to be too hunched over. Make sure we're lying flat back, head's flat on the ground. Switch sides, release. Hold. Same thing, make sure you're breathing. The more you breathe, the more your body relaxes. Let's go. All right, switch sides. What I do recommend though, is each time you do this video or do this stretching workout, I do recommend you watch the video. Reason being is you hearing me walk you through everything, helping you focus on different key points, different cues. It allows you to stay present in what you're doing. So besides, a lot of times what we do when we get busy or we got a busy schedule or scatterbrained, we'll just go through the motions. So you might do the stretching, but you might not be fully in tune. You're thinking about what you have to cook for dinner. You're thinking about the deadline for tomorrow. You're thinking about what you have to, the party you have to get ready for this weekend. The brain's constantly going. But doing this, watching the video, it allows you to listen, focus on cues. I do recommend you do this. We got one more set per side. I do recommend you do this in a quiet area. You can have music on in the background, but somewhere where you're not going to be interrupted. So if you got to go to a certain room in your house, you have to do it whenever the kids are at school, whatever it is. Find your you time. It'll help you get the most out of it. When you're done with this, you should feel a sense of relief. You should feel your body a little more relaxed. We got one more side, one more set. You know, the whole point of this is to feel better. You know, that's what y'all are paying me for, to help y'all feel better. And so one of the best things to help you feel better is being present in what you do. Just breathe this last one. All right. Well, that was the end of stretch video level 1 for those with hip complexes. If you have any questions on the video, you already know you can text or call me. But hopefully you liked the video. And like I said, we want to complete 4 days a week. And we want to be able to get this done 4 to 8 weeks. And if I feel you're ready, I'll send you the videos for the next level. All right. See y'all next time.